So do you know the difference between a tie pin, a tie chain, and a tie clip? Perhaps even more important, do you understand which one of these is going to elevate your style versus damaging your clothing? Well, first up, let me tell you the one you want to avoid, at least when it comes to silk neckties. That is going to be the tie pin. So the tie pin, as the name implies, is a pin that goes through the necktie, it goes through the shirt, and it keeps the tie in place. The problem is, on a silk necktie, which are the majority of neckties out there, it can leave a hole that may not close. Next up, we've got tie chains. Now, these are rarely seen out in the wild, and for good reason. They're kind of a clunky device made to attach to a button on a dress shirt and then have a chain that wraps around the necktie. Now, as far as keeping the necktie in place, it gets the job done, but it's not going to level up your style because nobody sees it. These are normally worn lower on the shirt underneath a jacket. Now, if you want to level up your style with an accessory that 99% of men don't even own, check out the tie clip. Now, tie clips have a long history, but my history with the tie clip started when I was in the Marine Corps. We were issued a tie clip. It was part of our uniform as officers, and it was 100% functional. You see, the original purpose of the tie clip was to keep the necktie straight and in place. You don't want to be at a fancy dinner having a meal and all of a sudden your necktie falls into your food. Or if you're in the military on the parade deck doing a change of command, you want to have everything in its place despite the wind, despite the conditions. Yeah, you need to look good. And to that end, not only are tie clips functional, but they come in a variety of styles, oftentimes leveraging precious metals and stones, a small piece of jewelry that you can wear right there on your chest. Now, this next accessory flies under the radar, a lot more muted, but it can totally change the way that your trousers and shirt look on you by either breaking up the silhouette or working right with it. It can lengthen your leg line or it can lengthen your torso depending on the color. Gents, what am I talking about? I'm talking about your choice of belt. So if you are wearing light colored clothing, you wear a dark colored belt, what does it do? All of a sudden, our attention is drawn to the midsection. If you are wearing dark colored clothing and you wear that dark colored belt, notice how the eyes can go up and down. That is a monochromatic look. Now, I'm not saying you got to go for that. I'm just saying you need to understand what this does to your silhouette going up and down. Let's also look if you're wearing dark colored trousers with a light colored shirt. This combination with a dark colored belt, your leg line is lengthened. This same combination with a light colored belt, notice how it's going to lengthen your torso. If you're an average proportion guy, it may not be a big deal to you, but if you got a longer torso, do you want to make it look any longer and shorten your leg line? Probably not. So that's where you do want to pay attention to small details like this. Now, some of you guys may be saying, well, Antonio, I've only got one belt. It's black, it's brown, whatever color it may be. Guys, you need to check out ANSON Belt and Buckle. They're the sponsor of today's video, and for over a decade, I've been working with this company. All of their belt buckles work with all of their straps. So you can have 2 buckles and 3 straps that will give you 6 different combinations. On top of that, check out their micro adjust system. This is how these guys are changing the game. Most belts use the whole system, which you can only adjust every inch. The micro adjust system over at ANSON Belt and Buckle, you can adjust every 1/4 of an inch. What this means is that you get a better fitting belt that also doesn't warp and get that strange type of stretched look around the belt hole. Basically, you get a belt that is going to last longer. And again, getting the colors, getting the options, go over to their website. You're going to see a wide variety of styles, a wide variety of colors, so many options when it comes to their straps and their buckles as well. Now, if you want something higher end, you want something elegant, check out their Premier collection. These are straps handcrafted in the USA with crocodile and Italian calf skin. And let's talk about sizing. Guys, if you got a 24-inch waist, if you have a 50-inch waist, they've got you covered over at ANSON Belt and Buckle. They send you 1 strap length, which you cut yourself. It's very simple, and you get it fitted exactly how you want it. The best deal? Grab their box set. This is a box set where you can get 2 straps and 3 buckles. You get to choose what you want. They customize it specifically for you. This is going to make a great gift, whether you want to give it to yourself, you want to give it to any man you know. Again, it doesn't matter their size. They just cut it. This is a useful, functional thing. It's going to level up a guy's style. Go over to ANSON Belt and Buckle, grab that box set, or if you just want to grab an individual one to start off with, that's a good option as well. Again, use that link, go over to ANSON Belt and Buckle. Yeah, great company. The next accessory that's going to level up your look, wearing a pocket square. Now, really quick, what's the difference between a pocket square and a handkerchief? It's really simple, gents. One's for showing, one's for blowing. Handkerchiefs in general are made from cotton, are made to be a usable, functional piece that you keep in your back pocket. Pocket squares are more for show. They're not about function. They're often made from silk and more delicate materials. And when it comes to folding them, putting them in the pocket, there are a ton of options. You've got the 1-point, 2-point, 3-point, and 4-point folds. You've got the puff fold. You've got the winged puff fold, the scallop fold, the Dunaway fold. All that being said, gents, if you're just getting started, go with a white pocket square. cotton, linen, or silk, and use the presidential fold. Simple, clean, elegant. This is the fold that James Bond would go with. And if for any reason you're feeling too self-conscious about it, then you can just simply tuck it all the way in. However, what I encourage you to do, and this is a tip that I do with all my jackets, keep your pocket squares right in there so they're ready, you don't have to think about it, and simply wear it out. Because that simple pocket square adds a bit of panache, a bit of style to your overall look, and guys, it is going to get you compliments. The next simple accessory that can level up your style, cufflinks. Now, a lot of you guys are thinking, okay, all the shirts that I buy, they don't have cufflinks, they've got buttons. Guess what? They can be adjusted. I knew a lawyer that actually had skulls on here, and he rode motorcycles as well. Now, day to day, he wore a suit, but he loved the idea of being able to put his hands right there and for people to see that jewelry, that skull. It just sent a quick little message. The point here is for you to have fun with your clothing, to be able to send a message, add a little bit of style to something that a lot of people don't even think about, but you can use to level up your look. Another quick win for a lot of you guys, eyeglasses. So many men, they've got just one pair. Default, they went with something that, the eye doctor told them, oh yeah, that'll work for you. Okay, yes, things will work for us, but why not have fun? Why not bring in a variety of different colors, different pairs? Yes, some may be a little bit outlandish. I'm just thinking of guys like Seth Godin, his glasses and that bald head, that has been like a whole marketing thing. If you're a creative, or maybe you want to be a creative, well, have fun with your look, especially, you can't do anything about the fact that you can't see very well. Maybe you can get LASIK. Studies have clearly shown that when a man wears glasses, people are more likely to focus in on his eyes, and they perceive him as being more intelligent. So if you're an attorney, you're an engineer, you're somebody that you want to be perceived as paying attention to the details, glasses could be a great accessory, again, that you can have so much fun with, especially with color and styles. Now, this next accessory takes a lot of courage, but I believe in you. I think, and I'm going to share with you how you can start wearing this accessory. Guys, I'm talking about headwear. I'm talking about the classic men's hat. Now, I get it. A lot of guys think if they try to wear a fedora, they are going to look like neckbeard. Now, that's possible, and I would recommend that you get the opinion of others that you trust. Maybe even go to a store, maybe go to a hat maker who can find a hat style that works for your particular face and head shape. Maybe you've got the functional reasons to be pulling off of Panama because you got to keep the sun off your bald head. I know some of you cowboys down in New Mexico or cowboys in the heart up in New York, you can find a way to pull off that Western hat. My point is the right piece of headwear can definitely level up your style, set you apart in a crowded market. And the best part, if you live in an area with extreme weather, it can be incredibly functional, keep you cool, keep you warm. Now, pro tip right here, to start wearing a hat in public and stop caring what people think, wear the hat in private. So you went out and you bought a hat that looks great on you. People have told you it looks great, but you just feel really self-conscious. Wear it around your house. You don't have to wear it out. But what's going to happen is you're going to forget to take it off one day. You're going to go to the store. You're going to have it on and say, what the heck? And you're going to get a compliment. And all of a sudden, you're going to realize your fears of looking like a fool were unfounded. And all of a sudden, you've got an accessory, a piece that you have confidence to pull off. Next up, let's talk rings. I've got an entire infographic, an entire video that breaks out what ring to wear on what finger. Tons of different rings with tons of different meanings. You just need to find one that resonates with you. And if you don't want to pull from history, let's say you don't know your history, you can't find anything that connects with you, maybe you just better want to connect with your own body. I found that these tech rings actually are very useful to improve sleep because you measure it. It helps me to work out more because, again, it's being measured. What's measured are things that you can improve. And for me, it just balances. I wear my wedding ring on my right hand, which, as many of you guys know, I was married over in Kiev, Ukraine. My wife is Eastern Orthodox, and so I wear it right there where it was put on when we were married over 20 years ago. Other accessories I think can definitely level up your style. Bracelets, necklaces. Don't overdo it when it comes to that. And some of you guys are like, Antonio, come on, you didn't talk about the number one accessory that can level up a man's style, watches. Well, that's because I've got a whole video for you right here talking about one of my watches that I picked up over in Japan that I absolutely love. Great video right here. I just love, it's not the watch I'm wearing right here, but it's better. It's amazing. And I need to go find that watch. Find out what I'm talking about, guys, right here. I really enjoyed this video. I think you will love it as well. Boom. Oh yeah, go check it out.